Imagine, if you will. A man wandering through a vast, dense forest. He's been walking for hours, yet he feels no closer to his destination than when he began. In his pocket, a compass, its needle spinning wildly, unable to find the north. This man, like so many of us, is on a quest. But it's not a quest for riches, fame, or even adventure. No, his quest is for meaning, for purpose, for his why. Now let me ask you, have you ever felt like that man, lost in the forest of life, searching for your own direction, your own purpose? It's a question that has echoed through the ages, a universal yearning for understanding that binds us all. Why are we here? What is our purpose? The quest for purpose is as old as time itself, but the key to unlocking that purpose is surprisingly simple. It starts with a question we seldom ask ourselves. What drives me? What is the force that propels me forward through life? You see, discovering your why isn't about finding a grand, overarching answer that solves all of life's mystery. No, it's about understanding what makes you tick. It's about peeling back the layers of who you are to reveal the passions, the values, and the aspirations that fuel your actions. Let me share a story with you. There was once a young man who, much like our friend lost in the forest, felt directionless, adrift in a sea of uncertainty. He had dreams, of course, grand dreams of making a mark on the world, but those dreams felt as distant as the stars in the night sky. It wasn't until he asked himself why he wanted to make a mark, why those dreams mattered to him, that he began to find his way. His why was simple: to make a difference, to bring a little light into the world wherever he could. And with that realization, his path became clearer, his steps more certain. Now, you might be wondering, how do I begin to uncover my own why? It starts with reflection, with taking the time to look inward and ask yourself what truly matters to you. What brings you joy? What are the moments in your life when you felt most alive? These questions, simple as they may seem, are the keys to unlocking your purpose. But finding your why is just the beginning. The real challenge, the real adventure lies in living it. It's one thing to know what drives you. It's another to let that drive guide your actions, your decisions, your life. That's where the true quest begins. So as you stand here today, at the edge of your own metaphorical forest, I encourage you to ask yourself that all-important question. What is my why? And know that in asking, in seeking, you are taking the first step on a journey, not just to find your purpose, but to live it. Remember, the compass you seek is not in your pocket, spinning wildly. It's in your heart, steady and true, waiting to guide you on your path. And with that, my friends, let's set forth not on a journey, but on a quest. A quest not for answers, but for understanding, for meaning, for our why. Understanding your why is akin to laying a foundation for a building. Without it, regardless of how beautiful the architecture, the structure will falter at the first sign of a storm. Your why is that foundation in your life. It guides your decisions, fuels your passion, and provides clarity amid chaos. But how do we come to understand this crucial element? Let's consider the significance of why. Not merely about the day-to-day tasks we undertake, but rather the deep-seated reasons behind them. Why do we choose one path over another? Why do certain activities fill us with energy while others drain us? The answers to these questions lie in our foundational why. I recall a moment in my own life, a period of profound confusion and a feeling of being adrift. I had ambitions, yes, and goals, certainly, but something was missing. I had not yet grasped my why. It was during this time, in the quiet reflection of a long, sleepless night, that clarity began to emerge. I asked myself, what is it that truly drives me? The answer was simple yet transformative: to inspire others to realize their own potential. This realization didn't change my daily activities at first glance, but it fundamentally altered how I approached them. Tasks became purpose-driven actions, and decisions became easier, all because I understood my underlying why. Let's consider for a moment your own life. Reflect on a decision you made that felt entirely right. Can you see how understanding your why influenced this decision? Conversely, think about a time when you felt lost or unsure. Often, these are moments when our why is obscured by noise, by fear, or by doubt. Here's an exercise for you. Take a moment later today to jot down what you're passionate about. What activities make you lose track of time? What issues stir your heart? These are breadcrumbs leading you to your why. It's not a quest for a grand revelation, but a gentle uncovering of what already lies within you. I've seen firsthand the transformative power of understanding one's purpose. A friend of mine, lost in the corporate world, miserable despite her success, took time to rediscover her why. It was to make a difference in the lives of children. This clarity led her to leave her corporate job and start a nonprofit. The path wasn't easy, but armed with her why, each obstacle became surmountable, each decision clearer. Her story, like so many others, illustrates that understanding your why can indeed transform your life. It's essential, however, to recognize that our why can evolve. Life is not static, and as we grow, learn, experience, our why may shift and change. And that's okay. The key is to stay connected to ourselves, to continually ask and answer the fundamental question of why we do what we do. So, my friends, as we move forward, let us not be content with merely going through the motions. Let us seek to understand our why, to build our lives upon this solid foundation. For it is with this understanding that we can truly begin to live with purpose, make decisions with confidence, and embrace the passion that fuels us. Let us not wander lost in the forest, but walk confidently, guided by the compass of our why. In our quest to find our why, we often stumble upon a landscape cluttered with misconceptions, myths that not only misguide us, but can sometimes lead us astray. Today, let's navigate through this landscape together, debunking some common myths and illuminating the path to understanding our true purpose. One of the most pervasive myths is the belief that finding one's why is a one-time event. A lightning bolt of insight that once received illuminates our path forever. This myth can lead to much frustration because, in reality, understanding our purpose is a journey, not a destination. It evolves as we evolve, growing and changing as we do. Imagine believing you must find a single, unchanging purpose and how daunting that would seem. Now, let me ease your mind. Your why is allowed to grow with you to reflect the many facets of who you are at different stages of your life. Another common myth is that one's purpose must be grandiose, a world-changing mission that will be written about in the history books. While some may indeed have such a calling, for most of us, our why is found in the simpler, yet no less significant, aspects of life. It might be the joy you find in teaching, the fulfillment in helping others heal, or the satisfaction in creating beauty, whether through art, music, or words. Your purpose does not need to be grand to be meaningful. It simply needs to be true to you. Let me share a story that beautifully illustrates this point. I once knew a man, a baker by trade, who believed his simple profession held no great purpose. He envied those with more noble callings. Until one day, a young woman told him that his bread was the only thing that brought her father comfort in his final days. This simple revelation transformed how the baker saw his work. He realized that his why was to bring comfort and joy through the simple act of baking. His purpose was not grandiose, but it was deeply personal and profoundly impactful to those he served. Our why is deeply personal and often found in the simplicity of our daily actions. It's not about the applause or recognition from the world. It's about the fulfillment we feel in our hearts. Understanding this can liberate us from the pressure of finding some monumental purpose and allow us to see the value in what we do every day. Now, you might wonder, how do I start to uncover my simple, yet deeply personal whys? Begin by asking yourself what brings you joy, what activities make you lose track of time, or what you would do even if you weren't paid for it. These questions might seem basic, but they're profound in their ability to guide you towards your purpose. Remember, the journey to understanding your why is ongoing, filled with moments of clarity and confusion alike. Embrace this journey, knowing that each step brings you closer to understanding not just your purpose, but yourself. As we continue on our paths, let us shed the misconceptions that have burdened us. Let us understand that our why is a journey, not a moment, that it need not be grandiose to be meaningful, and that it is deeply personal, often found in the simplicity of our passions. With this understanding, we free ourselves to explore, to grow, and to find fulfillment in the unique contribution each of us makes to the world, no matter how simple or small it may seem. Let us move forward with the courage to embrace our purpose, whatever it may be, and let it illuminate our paths with clarity, passion, and joy. It's this ever-spinning world, where every tick of the clock urges us to move, to do, and to achieve. It's easy to get lost in the whirlwind of daily activities. Yet, amidst this hustle, a voice within us seeks something deeper, a purpose, a reason, a why. How then do we begin to uncover this guiding star? Let's take a moment to explore some practical steps to ask ourselves those probing questions that lead us to the essence of our being. Firstly, reflection is not just a practice, but a gateway to self-discovery. It requires us to slow down, to turn inward, away from the noise and demands of the external world. It asks of us what truly matters to you. This isn't about the expectations placed on you by society, family, or friends. It's about what resonates with you at your core. Reflect on moments when you felt most alive, most yourself. Was it when you were helping others, creating something, solving a problem, or perhaps learning something new? These are the breadcrumbs leading you back to yourself, to your why. Now consider trying new experiences. Life isn't meant to be lived in the confines of comfort zones. It's in the new, the unknown, that we discover aspects of ourselves we never knew existed. Join a class, volunteer for a cause you care about. Travel to a new place, or even start that project you've been putting off. Each new experience is like a mirror, reflecting back to us parts of our essence, helping us to piece together the puzzle of our purpose. Learning from failures is equally crucial. Our culture often paints failure in a negative light, but I see it differently. Failure is a teacher, a guide, pointing us towards our why by showing us what doesn't align with it. Reflect on your failures. Not with judgment or regret, but with curiosity. Ask yourself, what did this experience teach me about my desires, my values, my abilities? More often than not, you'll find that failure shapes your purpose just as much as success does. Let me share a story that illustrates these points beautifully. There was once a young artist, passionate about painting, who decided to leave his stable job to pursue his art full-time. The initial excitement quickly turned into a struggle as he faced rejection after rejection. It would have been easy for him to view these failures as a sign to give up, to go back to what was safe. Instead, he used them as a moment for deep reflection. He asked himself why he was so drawn to painting to begin with. That power song was simple yet profound. I allowed him to express his innermost feelings, to connect with others on a deeply emotional level. This realization led him to explore new forms of expression, to take his art to the streets, painting murals that spoke to the heart of his community. His failures, once a source of despair, became the stepping stones to a purposeful life, deeply aligned with his why. So as you stand at the crossroads of your own life, I urge you to embrace reflection, to welcome new experiences, and to learn from your failures. Ask yourself the hard questions, knowing that each answer brings you closer to your purpose. Remember, uncovering your why is not a race, nor is it a quest for a destination. It's a journey back to yourself, to the essence of who you are and who you wish to become. In this journey, be patient with yourself, be curious, and most importantly, be open. Your why is there within you like a seed waiting to sprout. Give it the space, the nourishment, and the light it needs to grow. And one day, you'll find that your purpose, your reason for being, has been there all along, guiding you, shaping you, and leading you forward. So let us move forward with courage, with an open heart and an eager spirit, ready to uncover the why that lies within each of us. For in finding our purpose, we find our path. And on that path, we find ourselves fully and wonderfully alive. In our exploration of finding and living by our why, there's a critical element that often goes unnoticed, yet it's the very foundation upon which our dreams and purposes are built: discipline. Now, when we hear discipline, our minds might conjure images of rigorous routines and sacrifices. But let me offer you a different perspective. Discipline, in its essence, is the bridge between dreams and achievement, the thread that weaves through our daily habits, aligning them with our deepest why. Imagine discipline not as a stern taskmaster, but as a wise friend gently guiding you towards your purpose, step by consistent step. It's the small actions we take daily, grounded in discipline, that lead to significant, purpose-driven achievements. Let me tell you a story about Sarah, a writer with a passion for storytelling that could ignite the imagination of children. Her why was clear: to create worlds that would inspire young minds to dream and wonder. Yet despite this profound purpose, her dream seemed distant, clouded by the demands of daily life and the daunting task of writing a novel. It was discipline, the quiet commitment to write a single page every day, that turned her dream into reality. Some days the words flowed freely. Other days it was a struggle to compose even a few sentences. But it was her unwavering discipline, her dedication to her why, that transformed an empty manuscript into a published novel that touched the hearts of thousands. The story of Sarah illustrates a powerful truth. Discipline applied consistently has the power to bring our why into the world. It's not about grand gestures or monumental acts of willpower, but the small, daily steps taken with intention and purpose. So how do we cultivate this kind of discipline? It begins with clarity, knowing your why, understand deeply why you do what you do. This clarity becomes the fuel for your discipline. When faced with choices each day, ask yourself, does this action bring me closer to my purpose, to my why? Let this question guide your habits and decisions. Next, embrace the power of consistency. Success isn't built on what we do occasionally, but on what we do consistently. The strength of your discipline is measured not by the size of your actions, but by their consistency. Remember, a small action taken every day, aligned with your why, is infinitely more powerful than a burst of effort followed by stagnation. Finally, learn to see discipline as a form of self-respect. It's a way of honoring your why, your purpose, and the commitment you've made to yourself and your dreams. When you view discipline through this lens, it becomes not a burden, but a badge of honor, a daily testament to your dedication to living a purpose-driven life. As we journey through life, let us remember that discipline and consistency are not just tools for achieving our goals, but the very essence of living a life aligned with our why. Let's commit to those small daily actions that, over time, weave the tapestry of our dreams. Let's hold fast to the discipline that guides us, gently but firmly, towards our purpose. And in those moments of doubt or difficulty, let us remember Sarah and countless others like her who have walked this path before us, turning their why into reality through the simple, powerful act of showing up day after day, committed to their purpose. So let us move forward with a renewed sense of discipline, not as a constraint, but as our most trusted ally in the pursuit of our why. Let us embrace the beauty of consistency, knowing that each step we take, no matter how small, is a step towards the realization of our dreams. Together, let's build a life of purpose, guided by the steady hand of discipline, illuminated by the clear vision of our why. In the pursuit of our why, the journey is seldom a straight path. There are twists and turns, hills to climb, and obstacles that seem to spring up from nowhere. It's in these moments, when the path ahead seems fraught with challenges, that our resolve is truly tested. But let me share with you a perspective that has not only helped me navigate these challenges, but has also transformed them into stepping stones toward my purpose. First and foremost, it's crucial to stay motivated, to keep the flame of your why burning bright, even when the winds of challenge try to snuff it out. One strategy that has stood the test of time is to keep your vision clear in your mind. Visualization is a powerful tool. Picture why not as a distant dream, but as a reality. Imagine the impact of living your purpose, of achieving your goals. This mental imagery acts as a beacon, guiding you through the fog of uncertainty and difficulty. Another strategy is to surround yourself with reminders of your why. Whether it's a note on your mirror, a picture on your desk, or a mantra that you repeat to yourself, these reminders serve as anchors, keeping you grounded in your purpose. They remind you of why you started on this path in the first place and why it's worth continuing, even when the going gets tough. Let me tell you about Thomas, a young entrepreneur whose story embodies the essence of navigating challenges on the path to one's why. Thomas had a vision to revolutionize the way we use technology to connect with each other. In his journey was anything but smooth. He faced skepticism, financial difficulties, and countless setbacks. Yet Thomas never lost sight of his why. He kept a journal, writing down his visions, his goals, and the reasons behind them. Every time he faced a setback, he would return to this journal, reminding himself of the impact he wished to make. This practice didn't make the obstacles disappear, but it gave him the strength to overcome them. And in the end, his perseverance paid off, turning his vision into a reality that changed the world. That challenges are not dead ends, but opportunities to refine our why, to test our resolve, and to reaffirm our commitment to our purpose. Every obstacle we overcome brings us one step closer to our goal, sharpening our focus and strengthening our determination. So when faced with challenges, I encourage you to ask yourself, what can this teach me? Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, view them as lessons, as chances to grow closer to your why. This shift in perspective turns adversity into advantage, making you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Lastly, never underestimate the power of community. Share your challenges and your victories with those around you. Lean on others for support and offer your support in return. Together we can lift each other up, helping one another stay motivated and focused on our why. So, let us march forward with courage, with resilience, and with the unwavering belief that no matter what challenges we face, we have within us the strength to overcome them. Let our why be our compass, guiding us through the storms, leading us to a brighter, purpose-filled future. Altogether, we can navigate any challenge, turning our dreams into reality, one step at a time. Just imagine, or a moment that your life is a tapestry, woven from threads of experiences, choices, and relationships. Each thread represents a different aspect of your life, your career, your relationships, your passions. Now imagine that running through the center of this tapestry is a golden thread. This golden thread is your why, the purpose that gives your life meaning and direction. Living your why means weaving this golden thread into every part of your tapestry, ensuring that every aspect of your life is aligned with your purpose. Integrating your purpose into all aspects of life isn't just about achieving personal success or fulfillment. It's about how this alignment impacts those around you, creating ripples that extend far beyond your immediate reach. When you live aligned with your why, you inspire others to seek their own purpose, to weave their own golden threads into the tapestry of their lives. Let's talk about integrating this purpose into your career. Many believe that their job is just a means to an end, a way to pay the bills. But when your career is aligned with your why, work becomes more than just a job. It becomes a calling. You wake up each morning fueled by passion, driven by a desire to make a difference in your field. This doesn't mean you need to change careers drastically. It means finding ways to infuse your purpose into what you do, whether it's through the projects you choose, the relationships you build, or the values you champion at work. The same goes for personal relationships. Living your why transforms how you connect with others. It means fostering relationships that support and reflect your purpose, that encourage growth and mutual fulfillment. It's about being present, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually, sharing your journey with others and allowing their journeys to influence you as well. Now consider the impact of living aligned with your why on personal fulfillment. There's a profound sense of contentment that comes from knowing your life is driven by purpose. This doesn't mean there won't be challenges or difficult days, but beneath it all lies a foundation of certainty and direction. You understand your role in the larger tapestry of life, and this understanding fills you with a sense of peace and resolve. But perhaps the most significant impact of living your why is the contribution you make to the world. When you are driven by purpose, you naturally seek ways to share that purpose with others. You become a beacon of inspiration, showing others what's possible when they align their lives with their own why. Your actions, your decisions, and even the way you tackle challenges serve as examples to those around you, encouraging them to seek their purpose, to live their truth. Let me share a story that embodies the essence of living one's why. There was once a teacher whose why was to ignite a love for learning in her students. She believed that education was not just about imparting knowledge, but about inspiring curiosity and empowering students to seek their own answers. This belief guided every lesson she planned, every interaction with her students, and even how she engaged with her colleagues in the community. The impact of her purpose-driven approach was profound. Students who once saw school as a chore now approached learning with enthusiasm, and her colleagues were inspired to adopt her methods, transforming the entire culture of the school. This teacher's story is a testament to the power of living your why. It shows how aligning your purpose with all aspects of your life can create a legacy of inspiration and change, influencing not just your own path, but the paths of those around you. As we journey through life, let us strive to live our why in every thread of our tapestry, weaving our purpose into our careers, our relationships, and our actions. Let us remember that living aligned with our why is not just about personal fulfillment. It's about the mark we leave on the world, the difference we make in the lives of others. So let us move forward with purpose, with passion, and with the unwavering conviction that living our why is the most profound contribution we can make to the world. Together, let's create tapestries of life that shine with the golden threads of purpose, inspiring others to find and live their why. As we draw the curtains on our time together, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've embarked upon today. A journey not measured by the miles we've traveled, but by the depths we've delved into our own selves in search of our why. It's this quest, this exploration for purpose, is more than a simple question. It's the foundation upon which we build our lives, the guiding star that directs our every decision, action, and thought. We've uncovered the layers of misconception that often cloud our vision, recognizing that finding our why is not a one-time discovery, but a continuous journey of growth and understanding. We've learned that our purpose need not be grandiose to be meaningful, but rather deeply personal and reflective of our true selves. We've discussed practical steps to uncover this purpose, emphasizing the importance of reflection, embracing new experiences, and learning from our failures. We've seen how discipline and consistency are the vehicles that carry us closer to living our why, transforming our daily habits into stepping stones towards fulfilling our purpose. We've navigated the inevitable challenges that arise on this path, finding in them opportunities to refine and reaffirm our why. Through it all, we've seen the transformative impact of integrating our purpose into all aspects of our lives, enriching not only our own experiences, but also contributing positively to those around us. Now, as we stand on the threshold of a new chapter, I invite you, I encourage you to continue this journey with a heart full of courage and a mind open to the endless possibilities that await. Let the insights and stories shared today be the spark that ignites a lifelong quest for purpose. A quest that leads you to live a life that is not only fulfilling, but also purposeful and impactful. Remember, the journey to find and live your why is not a solitary one. Along the way, you'll find fellow travelers, each on their own path of discovery. Share your stories, lend your support, and draw strength from the collective wisdom of this community. Together, we can inspire a movement of purpose-driven lives, each woven from the unique threads of our individual whys. So, as we part ways today, let us not say goodbye, but rather, let us promise to continue this journey with vigor and passion. Let us commit to asking ourselves, in moments of decision, in times of challenge, and in periods of reflection, what is my why? And let the answers to this question guide us, mold us, and propel us forward into a future where every action, every choice, and every moment is infused with purpose. Let's go forth with the knowledge that your why is your most powerful tool. Your compass in this grand adventure called life. Use it to navigate the complexities and challenges, to seize opportunities for growth, and to make a meaningful impact in the world around you. So the journey continues, my friends. And it's a journey worth taking. Embark on it with enthusiasm, with determination, and with the unwavering belief that the best is yet to come. Together, let's live not just by chance, but by purpose. Let's make our lives our work, and our relationships a testament to the power of our why.